G'day, how yous all going? This is Ian Harris from Australia here, back with another painting. I'm going to do a black and white one today. I haven't done one for a while, but I've been waiting for the right moment because I've been busy with work. Now I'm going to do like a rhino with my famous moon and choppy rower clouds. Now this rhino is going to be on a board. It's not going to be on a canvas, so it's something what it's going to look like. Now I've got a bit of chipboard here. It's 300 millimeters across and about 600 down, and I've printed the rhino out to the size where I'm going to put him on the board, and I've also cut out my appropriate size for the moon. I've just used a Milo tin and cut around that for blade, and that'll be positioned on the board where I want the moon. Okay, so we're going to need our piece of paper cut out for the moon. Any picture you can use, but I'm using this majestic rhino. He looks majestic and important. So what we'll do, we'll get this over to the easel, and we're going to use our black, whites and tone down with some light and medium tone greys. Okay, so stick with me and we'll make it happen, eh? Alrighty, I've got my white paint with some retarder on there. I'm just going to paint this board white, and I'm putting retarder in it because I need these areas where the moon's going to be and the sky, I need them to be blended. Roughly here where the rhino's going to be, I'm not that fussed about it. So we'll see how this will go on this piece of, it's like a kitchen cupboard, try and imagine some sky. So we'll put some dark colours in the corner, and we'll blend that like so. Now I'm just going to wipe this on a rag, alright, just so I can blend this in, get it like feathery, get rid of the brush strokes, because on this wood you see a lot of the brush strokes. But why I use this wood, I've done a portrait on this sort of stuff before, and it allows you to see certain brush strokes and paint marks, and it gives it that artistic look. I'm lightly touching that. Now this painting, you can use anything. Paint your background and carbon paper your image on there, use anything. I'm just using that rhino because I love a rhino. I love painting animals that I enjoy. And this is going to allow me to have this as the background. Then I will put my moon on, my choppy row of clouds. Alright, I'm just blow drying it now, so bear with me a minute. Alrighty, I've put my cutout for the moon. I've got my household kitchen sponge. Now I'm going to start with some white. So I'll get some white on my sponge here till I'm happy with it. I blow dried all this. That's the good thing about acrylics. You can work fast. Now, as normal, I like my moons evaporating as well, okay? It just looks a lot more artistic than a solid full moon. You might like a solid full moon, that's totally up to you. But I find moons, I'm getting a lot of requests on YouTube about moons. A bit of the grey, just so I can give it some dimension. And then I'll get some light grey on there, just to tone that, give it some. You'll see it in real life better than what you probably will on the camera. Okay, I've got some blobs there, but I don't care. This is art. It looks good. Now I'm going to turn this around and get back to the white again, and just sharpen it up for the moonlit white pieces. So we're going to come into this. Now we'll just carefully take this off. Hopefully that tape doesn't peel our paint off. That's pretty much me moon. Now what I want to do is put my choppy row of clouds in there with my fan brush. Alright, got my fan brush, just putting on some white paint, and we'll chop them around like so, just in front of the moon, and blend it around here somewhere to nothing, okay? Now what we got to do, grab our blending brush and blend the top of this down, and with a bit of luck, it's going to pick up some greys and give these clouds some dimension. I do this a few times, just so it's not one dimension, and I'm going to try and bring some atmosphere down with this as well. So that's pretty much alright there. Now I've just put a little bit of grey there to wipe the brush. Let's blend that grey in as well. Don't know what it's going to be like with this board. Yeah, that's going alright, what I want. It's got that dark depth in it. This is probably not good for a beginner, but a beginner can use this principle to do their own piece. Now I'll get my white again on the fan brush, like so, and we'll put some more in there. Good. Okay, you got an idea how it's looking there? Okay, I've placed my carbon paper and the image of the rhino over there. Now I'll get my red pen and I'm just going to do his outline. And this is going to put the lines on top of the background we just painted, okay? So I'm going to finish doing all this and I'll get back to you. I've finished the lines. I'm just going to take the carbon paper out and you'll be able to see. Let's hope I didn't press too much ink onto the paint. There we go. You can probably just see the outlines of the rhino now. I've got to just play around with the black and white paints, and I've printed out a smaller version of it for referencing to get highlights and dark tones, okay? Get some action going with this. It's just a whole lot of blending, eh? I'm not worried about going outside the line too much because I'm going to darken all that out there. I'm not sure if you could see yet, but you can see this leg here, what's happening. Okay, I'll just give you a slowly getting there with the rhino. Now I'm getting my black, and I want to blacken this rhino where it needs to be black. You get no idea what's happening now with the black. See, and what's going to be left is the white highlights in the rhino, just to highlight him. See, this painting has taken me a while. I've been on and off the camera. Get the next grey, which is a medium grey that I've got mixed up. And I'm going to start blending that into that. A lot of subscribers on my YouTube have been asking, how do I do my tiger that they've seen in the background of a few paintings that I've done. My next painting is going to be doing that tiger, but a smaller version. The one I've done is quite big, so the one I do next time is going to be a smaller version, but of that tiger how I did it. It's very easy to do for beginners, intermediate artists, all sorts. The moon needs a bit of darkness behind it. It's too light. Alright, now I'm just getting pure white and my reference picture. Oh, my brush will stay together. And I'm just going to do the whole highlights in white now. But there's a bit down here, I have to make sure I go through that black. That's pretty much it. There's a bit down here, I've already done that bit. Well, I hope you liked that video. Just a quick, easy, black and white rhino. Here's the finished product. Well, it wasn't quick, and it wasn't easy, but it was just something I wanted to paint, something different on a piece of board. Hope you like it. Goodbye, good luck, and good on ya.